Let's get right into it. Number 6, the how are you farce. Someone asks, how are you? You know they don't actually care how you are. It's a verbal handshake we're all forced to do. It's basically the human equivalent of dogs sniffing each other. We're not actually asking how someone is. We're just doing this weird social dance to fill awkward silence. The correct response is always, good, how are you? Even if you're literally on fire, that's the expected answer. And then they have to say good back, even if they're also on fire. It's basically two people lying to each other's faces, and everyone's okay with it. Scientists found that our brains spit out this response in just 207 milliseconds. Your mouth is on autopilot, spitting out, I'm good, before your brain can even ask if you are. And the weirdest part is, if someone actually answers honestly, like, well, my cat just died, my wife left me, and I just found out I'm allergic to pizza, suddenly you're trapped in a conversation you never wanted. The person who asked stands there, their eyes darting around, looking for the nearest escape route. Their brain screams, this isn't how this is supposed to go. They were supposed to say fine so we could move on. It's like they've broken some unwritten rule of society. How are you? Really means, let's acknowledge each other's existence without getting into anything real. And I'm good means, yes, I understand the rules of this game. So next time someone asks you, how are you? Remember they don't want the truth. They want you to lie to their face so they can lie back to yours. Number 5, obligatory gift stress. Gift giving has turned into this weird social hostage situation. You're not giving gifts because you want to anymore. You're giving them because if you don't, Karen from accounting will never speak to you again. And somehow, the better you know someone, the harder it gets to buy them something. It's like the universe is playing this cruel joke where knowledge of someone actually makes you worse at picking gifts. Consider your mom who says, I don't need anything, but will definitely judge your life choices if you actually get her nothing. Take the knitted sweater phenomenon. Someone spends 40 hours knitting you this thing that looks like a rainbow threw up on a sheep. Maybe it has 3 arms, glows in the dark, and plays jingle bells when you squeeze it, but now you have to wear it, because they might drop by unexpectedly, and if they catch you not wearing their masterpiece, you'll trigger a family crisis. You put on your best fake smile. Oh wow, it's unique, you say, while dying inside. We're playing an expensive game of pretend, buying stuff for people who are buying stuff for us. It's basically laundering money through gifts. I spend $50 on something you don't want, and you spend $50 on something I don't want. We could have just kept our money and bought something we actually wanted. Then there are the, I made it myself gifts. That's not a gift, that's emotional blackmail, because now you have to display that terrifying ceramic cat they made in pottery class, the one with the wonky eyes that seems to follow you around the room. We've all mastered that fake, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I wanted face. Meanwhile, we're collecting stuff we'll never use. Like that drawer everyone has full of random gifts they're keeping just in case the gift giver visits. All because society decided we need to prove our love through mandatory consumer transactions. It's basically a friendship tax at this point. And the worst part is we all know it's stupid, but we keep doing it anyway. Number 4, germ warfare handshakes. Every time you shake someone's hand, you're participating in an ancient ritual of microbial warfare. The handshake started way back when people were stabbing each other. It was a way of saying, look, my hand is empty, no knife here, we're cool. You'd stick out your right hand to prove you weren't hiding a weapon. While you're busy proving you're not armed, you're actually swapping trillions of tiny germs. Every handshake is basically a microbial party where bacteria jump from one person to another. It's like Pokemon trading, but with bacteria. Medieval knights would grip each other's hands super hard, checking for hidden daggers. Meanwhile, they were sharing more germs than 2 kids sharing a lollipop. Modern scientists tested different greetings. Handshakes spread way more germs than fist bumps or elbow taps. A fist bump is amateur hour for germ spreading, but a good old handshake is premium germ delivery service. Next time someone extends their hand, remember you're not just greeting them, you're adopting their entire hand ecosystem. They might not be carrying a sword, but they're definitely carrying a few billion microscopic friends ready to party on your palm. We keep doing it, even though we know better. Number 3, the bless you ritual. Every time someone sneezes, we all turn into mini exorcists without even realizing it. Someone nearby lets out a sneeze, and suddenly everyone within earshot feels compelled to bless them. It's like we're all part of some weird cult that believes sneezing opens a demon portal. Back in the day, people genuinely believed that when you sneeze, your soul could pop right out of your body. They worried about souls taking a quick vacation through the nose. And if your soul was out there floating around, demons were apparently just hanging around waiting to snatch it up. So saying bless you wasn't just being polite, it was a quick emergency exorcism to keep the demons away. During the plague years, a sneeze was basically a death sentence. Pope Gregory IV even made it official church policy to bless sneezers. It was less Gesundheit and more, please don't die and infect us all, and we're still doing this ritual today. Even atheists perform these tiny verbal exorcisms without realizing it. We only do this for sneezes, not coughs, hiccups, or burps. Apparently, demons were picky about how they stole souls. If you don't say bless you, people look at you like you've committed a crime. So next time someone sneezes, remember you're not just being polite, you're fighting off invisible demons. Number 2, the necktie noose. Imagine walking into a job interview wearing a perfectly good suit, but your tie knot looks like it was tied by a drunk octopus. Suddenly everyone's looking at you like you just showed up wearing a clown costume, because apparently in the professional world, your entire career depends on how well you can tie a fancy knot around your neck. The necktie started as a practical piece of military gear soldiers wore to keep their collars together, but somehow it evolved into this weird test of professional worth. Society collectively decided that your ability to tie a decorative noose proves you're good at your job. There's even a whole hierarchy of knots, each with its own social status. There's the simple four-in-hand knot, basically the Honda Civic of tie knots. Then there's the fancy Windsor knot, the BMW of neck strangulation, that screams, "Look how important I am." If you show up with a Windsor knot, everyone assumes you're some kind of business genius. Like, oh, look at Brad over there with his perfect triangle knot. He must really understand those quarterly reports. Schools even teach kids how to tie these things, like it's some ancient martial art. Today, young grasshopper, you will learn the sacred art of not looking like a slob, because apparently, your future success depends on mastering this completely arbitrary skill. People actually judge your competence based on this. Walk into a boardroom with a slightly crooked tie, and suddenly everyone thinks you can't handle their million-dollar accounts. It's basically the corporate version of a gang sign. It's literally a piece of fabric designed to restrict blood flow to your brain during important meetings. Maybe that's why so many bad business decisions get made, and yet we keep doing it. Because nothing says, I'm a serious professional, like wearing a silk noose that serves absolutely no practical purpose. Number 1, the salary secrecy pact. There's this unwritten rule that you're not supposed to talk about your salary with coworkers. It's like Fight Club, but instead of fighting, you're just being poor together. Companies love this rule because it lets them pay Bob twice what they pay Sarah for the same job. And Sarah will never know because talking about money is unprofessional. This started because companies wanted to keep workers from comparing notes. If nobody talks about their salary, they can pay people whatever they want. It's like playing poker where only the house sees the cards. Some companies even try to make it official policy that you can't discuss your salary, which is actually illegal in most places. Companies can't actually stop you from discussing your pay, but they've managed to make it so awkward that most people won't challenge it. They've essentially gaslit the workforce into thinking money talk is taboo. We'll tell complete strangers about our weird medical conditions. We'll post our entire life story on social media, but ask someone how much they make, and suddenly they act like you've asked for their nuclear launch codes. Meanwhile, the CEO's salary is public information, but Karen from accounting might faint if you ask about her hourly rate. There was one company that decided to make all salaries public. Everyone freaked out, thinking it would cause chaos. Instead, people just started getting paid more fairly. The pay gaps between men and women suddenly got smaller. Turns out, when you can't hide behind secrecy, you actually have to pay people what they're worth. The only people who benefit from salary secrecy are the ones writing the checks, and they're definitely not keeping their mouths shut about their yacht collection. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.